Thinking about God is disobeying God. By Alberto Caeiro, translated by Oliver Simoens. From the Greenness of Springtime, Alberto Caeiro's poetry in translation. Thinking about God is disobeying God, because God did not want us to know Him. Thus, He did not reveal Himself to us. Let us be simple and calm, like the brooks and the trees, and God will love us and make us as beautiful as the trees and the brooks, and shall give us greenness in His springtime, and a river where to flow to when we come to an end.
I am a keeper of flocks. The flocks are my thoughts, and my thoughts are all sensations. I think with my eyes and my ears, and with my hands and my feet, and my nose and mouth. To think of a flower is to see it and smell it, and to eat a fruit is to taste its meaning. That's why on a warm summer day, I feel sad from enjoying it so much. I lie down lengthwise on the grass and close my warmish eyes. I feel my whole body lying down on reality. I know the truth and I am happy.
I don't care about rhymes. Rarely two trees are alike, living side by side. I think and write about how the flowers have color, but less perfectly in my way of expressing myself, because I lack the divine simplicity of being my outer self completely. I look and I am moved. I am moved by how the water runs when the ground is sloped, and my poetry is natural, like the lifting of the wind.
On my plate, what a mix of nature. My sisters, the plants, companions of the water springs, saints no one ever prays to. And cut, they are served on our tables. And in the hotels, the noisy guests, who arrive with their horses, carrying blankets, order their salads with no regrets, not thinking that they are taking from Mother Earth her freshness and her firstborn produce, the first green words she can externalize, the first iridescent, living entities that by Noah were seen, as the water went down and the hilltop emerged, swampy and green, and up in the sky where a dove appeared, the rainbow colors were tinged.
Sometimes, on days of clear and perfect light, when things have all the reality they can bear, I ask myself without rushing, why do I even impute beauty to things? Does a flower, by the way, have beauty? Is there beauty by any chance in a fruit? No, they have color and shape, and existence only. Beauty is the name of something that does not exist, which I give things in exchange for the pleasure they give me. It means nothing. So why do I still say that things are beautiful? Yes, even me, who live just by living. Invisible, the lies of men before reality come searching for me, before reality that simply exists. How difficult to be oneself and not see but the visible.
If they want me to have a mystic bent, fine, I have it. I am mystical, but only with the body. My soul is simple and does not think. My mysticism is not wanting to know. It's living and not thinking about it. I don't know what nature is. I sing it. I live at the very top of a hill, in a whitewashed and secluded house, and that's how I define myself.
I wish I were the dust of the road, and were trodden on by the feet of the poor. I wish I were the flowing rivers, and the washwomen were by my side. I wish I were the aspens by the riverside, and had just the sky above and the water below. I wish I were the miller's donkey, and he would beat me and cherish me. Better this than being someone who goes through life, looking back and having regrets.
Blessed be the same sun of other lands, which makes all men my brothers, because all men, just for a moment in the day, gaze at it as I do, and in this pure moment, so clean and sensitive, they tearfully return, with a sigh they can barely perceive, to the true and primeval man, who saw the sunrise and still did not worship it, because this is natural, more natural, than worshipping gold or God, or the arts or morals.
Now that I feel love, I am interested in smells. It never used to interest me that flowers have smell. Now I feel their fragrance as if I were seeing something new. I know they smelled before, just as I know I existed. These are things we know outwardly. But now I know with the breathing at the back of my head. Today, flowers have a savory taste I can smell. Today, I sometimes wake up and smell before I see.
Love is company. I no longer know how to walk alone on the road, because I cannot walk alone anymore. A visible thought makes me walk faster, and see less, and at the same time enjoy the act of seeing. Even her absence keeps me company, and I love her so much that I don't know how to desire her. If I don't see her, I picture her and feel as strong as the tall trees. But if I see her, I shake. I don't know what happens to my feelings in her absence. I completely become the very strength that forsakes me. The full reality stares at me like a sunflower, with her face in the middle.
A butterfly passes in front of me, and for the first time in the universe I notice that butterflies don't have color or movement, just like the flowers don't have perfume or color. It's the color that has color on the butterfly's wings. In the butterfly's movement, it's the movement that moves. It's the perfume that has perfume in a flower's perfume. The butterfly is just a butterfly, and the flower is just a flower.
The stagecoach went by the road, and it's gone. And the road did not become any more beautiful or uglier. Thus are human actions all the world over. We do not take or add anything. We pass and forget. And the sun is always on time every day.
My glance is clear like a sunflower. I usually walk down the roads, looking to my right and to my left, and now and then looking behind me. And what I see each moment is something I had never seen before. I know very well how to notice such things. I know how to have the same essential wonder that an infant has if, when being born, he noticed he had been born indeed. I feel that I am being born each moment into the eternal newness of the world. I believe the world as I believe a daisy, because I see it. But I do not think about it, because thinking is not understanding. The world was not made for us to think about it. Thinking is being sick from the eyes, but for us to see it and be in accordance with. I don't have a philosophy. I have senses. If I speak of nature, it's not because I know what it is, but because I love it, and I love it for this. Because he who loves never knows what he loves, neither knows why he loves, nor what love is. Loving is eternal innocence, and the only innocence is not thinking.
Every Notion Conceived About Nature, by Alberto Caeiro, a free translation by Oliver Simoens. Every notion conceived about nature has never sprouted a blade of grass or caused a flower to blossom. All the knowledge about entities has never materialized into something tangible like the entities themselves. If science aspires to truthfulness, what science is truer than the unadulterated existence of things? I shut my eyes, and the earth beneath me is substantial. It possesses a reality so tangible that even my back discerns it. Where my shoulder blades rest, reasoning becomes unnecessary.
The War That Plagues the Earth with Its Battalions, by Alberto Caeiro, a free translation by Oliver Simoens. The war that plagues the earth with its battalions embodies a profound mistake in human thought. It craves change, like all things humans do. Yet war, above all, thirsts for rapid and drastic change. Yet in its wake, it leaves the echo of death. Death, the universe's stern disdain for us. A consequence that mocks the war's intentions. Being false, the war's desire to transform proves false. Let the external universe persist as nature placed it, and let humans reside where nature ordained. War embodies pride and a lack of conscience. It yearns to alter, to act, to etch its mark. But in the end, the commander's heart and his battalions leave the external universe shattered. Nature's direct chemistry leaves no room for thought. Humanity isn't a rebellion of enslaved souls. It's a governance usurped by the masses. It endures through usurpation but falters in stripping rights. Let the external world a natural humanity be. Peace upon all pre-human things, even upon humankind. Peace upon the holy outward essence of the universe.
From the tallest window of my house, with a white handkerchief, I bid farewell to my poems, which depart to humanity. I am neither happy nor sad. That is the fate of one's poems. I wrote them and must show them to the world, because I cannot do it otherwise. As a flower cannot hide its color, or a river cannot hide that it flows, or a tree cannot hide that it bears fruit. They are already far away, like on a stagecoach, and I involuntarily feel sorry, as if I am having a pang in my body. Who knows who will read them? Who knows whose hands they'll land upon? Flower, destiny picked me for the eyes of others. Tree, they harvested my fruits for their mouths. River, the destiny of my water was not to stay with me. I surrender, and I feel nearly happy, like someone who gets tired of being sad. Go away from me. The tree passes and gets scattered by nature. The flower withers, but its pollen remains forever. The river flows into the sea, but its water has always been its own. I pass and stay like the universe.
If, after I die, they want to write my biography, there is nothing simpler. There are only 2 dates, the day I was born and the day I died. Between the 2, all the days are mine. I'm easy to define. I have seen like a madman. I loved things without a hint of sentimentality. I never had a wish I could not realize, since I never lost sight. Even hearing was for me nothing but an extension of seeing. I understood that entities are real and all different from one another. I understood this with my eyes, never with my mind. To understand it with my mind would mean they are all the same. One day I felt sleepy just like any child. I closed my eyes and fell asleep. Aside from that, I was the only nature poet.